It's the hilarious yet heartwarming video of a 17-year-old greeting his younger brother in costume as he gets off the school bus. Back in 2019, Noah would surprise Max, who was 12 and in the 7th grade at the time, with a different getup every day outside of their Louisiana home. 5 years later, here they are, all grown up.
We are known on social media and the internet as the Bus Brothers.
There was the SantaCon costume, the football player, and Where's Waldo, to name a few. But it all started with this one.
I just put on like a tank top and some jorts with some high socks, just to embarrass Max as he got off the bus one day from school. And then, my sister had her phone and videoed it. And from then on out, it just kind of snowballed into something much larger.
Max, what did you think on that first day?
I was just confused and embarrassed a little bit. I just wasn't expecting for him to be getting me off the bus and then to be wearing something silly like that.
And what did you think of his reaction?
It was about what I expected, especially the first day. There was a little bit of embarrassment, but as time went on, I could see him kind of warming up to it and enjoying it a little bit.
The zaniest costume?
Probably one of those inflatable costumes. I think it was supposed to look like a man was driving somebody, and he was in it, and it was funny.
Noah's favorite might surprise you.
My favorite was probably the Batman costume, which was kind of basic.
Inside Edition's story about the boys has garnered over 7 million views on YouTube, and I wanted to know what these brothers thought of some of the comments.
Okay, I want to hear your reaction. One of the comments is, it may be embarrassing for him right now, but when his brother goes away to college, this kid will miss the days when his older brother dressed up just for him. What do you think, Max?
I agree. It was a good thing he did. Even though he didn't move away, it's still cool to see just how everything happened and just the memories we made.
Embarrassing or not, this is Wholesome, read another.
No, I would agree. I think that was kind of the point. It was to poke fun at Max and embarrass him a little bit, but, on a deeper level, it was kind of, some positivity and spreading love and happiness and giving somebody, some people some positive things to look at.
The bus driver must love this guy.
Yeah, no, she definitely adjusted to it. I think she was caught off guard, but, every day when I was in the suit, I would kind of wave as I walked out. She waved back every time, and you could tell, I guess Max would be able to attest to it better, but you could tell she enjoyed it.
The one day he doesn't wear a costume is on Halloween.
No, that is funny. I actually didn't end up dressing up for Halloween that year, but the costumes did get some good work. Max and a couple of his buddies used them and as they went around trick-or-treating or whatever. But funny enough, that comment is correct because I did not wear a costume on Halloween.
This is beautiful. His little brother will remember this forever. Memories.
Yeah, that was the goal. It's really never died. It's never stopped. When I get introduced to new people, it's always, he's that guy that was on the news for the costumes and, stuff like that. So as time's gone on, a lot of people still haven't really forgotten about it.
Today, both brothers still live at home. Max is a high school senior himself.
Yes, ma'am. I've just been enjoying basketball and just growing up.
As for Noah, little did he know he'd finish his senior year from home.
I was a COVID graduate, so we had, to kind of maneuver through that. And I started my freshman year at LSU during COVID, so I actually ended up staying at home and not moving out because all of my classes were on Zoom instead of in person.
He graduated from Louisiana State University with a degree in mass communications and sports broadcasting. And he already has his foot in the door with his first job.
I've worked for a local podcast. It's called The Jordy Collada Show. I've been there since my freshman year of college. We cover LSU football mostly, but all LSU sports. And so I've run the social media for them, and I'm now a co-host of the podcast.
The aspiring sports journalist did have a scare last year.
I had a pretty bad car accident in April of 23, just a couple minutes down from the house. I got hit head on and flipped into the ditch and was in the hospital for, 3 or so days after. I was very blessed. I didn't have anything too major injury-wise. I didn't need surgery or anything, but it was, it was quite the couple months after that kind of recovering-wise.
And you're okay now?
Yes, I'm fully healed, fully recovered. I still have some nagging, soreness and pains, but nothing that's, slowing me down too much.
Both brothers have remained close.
Yes. And I think this experience or that experience throughout, that time period is definitely something that brought us closer together, which is pretty impressive because we were already pretty close beforehand. But, being able to go through that experience together was something that was pretty rewarding, and it has allowed for our relationship as brothers to continue to grow.
Noah may not dress up for a laugh these days,
It's cool to look back and see how much has changed since then.
but sometimes it's nice to pay a visit down memory lane. I'm Leigh Scheps for Inside Edition Digital.